can see and hear you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Known Realms Tolesh. It's been a couple weeks. We missed you. Mwah. Before we... The energy in the studio today is actually a sleeping bag. It's a...
We're all
fucking...
babies.
Well, before we dive into tonight's episode, let's go ahead and... I almost said outro. All right, see you guys. Introduce our players, starting with Angie.
Hi guys, my name is Angie, Agonethetic on the internet, they, them pronouns. I play Zio Marino, he, they pronouns. Nothing new to say. Happy to be back. We had a good couple weeks off. Check me out over on Dicescape for the Last Arcanist Daggerhard campaign, where I play Hugo Husk, a wizard muppet who's actually a fungrel, but he's keeping it to himself.
God, my desire to play a Muppet grows like an actual Muppet. Oh my God.
It's technically a scarecrow, but it's funnier when you think of them as a Muppet.
You think of a scarecrow?
I just reskin a Warforged, or just get a Warforged.
No, they have clanks. Those are essentially what the Warforge is.
You mean for our Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm just special.
Thank you, Angie. Next up, Lou.
Hello, I'm Lou. I play Dolores. We use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at Luzelia_art on most social medias.
Hell yeah, dude. Mm-hmm.
Didn't fuck that one up.
No, for some reason you said we, and I was like, what do you mean, we? And I'm like,
The
your
royal
character,
we.
dumb ass. Thank you, Lou. Last but certainly not least.
I don't just assume everyone's pronouns, I declare them.
Hell yeah.
Our pronouns are button.
Sorry, button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media. I play Echinacea Belrose, the little wizard who has 2 Ragwar machines. And when I'm not here, you can find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions, in Unearthed Inheritance, in Outlaws of Alkenstar, and in New World Rebellion, which in a couple months we'll have session 0.5s before our session 2. We're going to be level 4. And you can find my art featured in the Tactics Memoriam Kickstarter. You should support Julie. It's amazing. Very exciting Hades style TTRPG.
Definitely check that out. I'll get a link for that set up in our alerts here next time. Meister Hypester, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Hi, everybody. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I'm the Archivist here for Known Realms Tolesh. And when I'm not here, you can find me over at Stealthy Elf Productions playing in those same myriad games of Pathfinder, Fenris, and Heroes of Mysteria, Unearthed Inheritance, and a little Chronicler Spirit.
He's a chronic aller.
Chronicler Spirit named Rim. Coming up on August 21st, you can actually see me over at Roll D5. I will be playing a 2-person TTRPG where sad superheroes write letters. And if sad superheroes aren't my brand, I don't know what is!
Let's go super bad.
Super bad. Oh, dude, I sent Angie a TikTok I fucking sobbed over yesterday, and it was this Batman Superman. I'm like,
throttling your neck.
Make him scissor! Okay. So yeah, we haven't been here for 3 weeks, and that much is very clear. Well, this is week 3.
Yeah.
No recap. We fought last time, and the party did very well. Absolutely mollywopped Coaletra, the Primordial Flame, enough to knock her into her mythic form, which was just as handily mollywopped. This is what happened. DMs, I'm going to tell you something. Never give your party more than 2 NPCs at a time. Make sure the level disparity is not super big. And you know what? stop giving everybody resistances. You know what I mean? Or, that's what a coward would say. Or, get good, pussy. So, we
Build
pick up,
bigger monsters.
build bigger monsters. So we pick up in the aftermath.
4 phases. Second phase. Third phase.
Yeah, I need to start doing
Four
with you
phases.
guys. I need to start doing like 4-phase fucking boss fights.
Yeah, minimum 3.
Minimum 3, I think is correct. But we are going to pick up it. Everybody within Mother's Heart. Coaletra has been felled. All of you sort of stand around this grand space. You're able to see the sheer size of it now that there are no threats in your near vicinity. It is expansive. You can see lava like waterfall sort of pouring down into the center of this volcano, and it is just beyond expansive. You see sort of much like a dog who's just gotten out of like let's say a lake. There's like kind of algae sort of on them. Yeah, you see vermithrax crawl out of the lava and shake off any sort of craggy rock, any loose lava. He's heavily injured. He's not quite bloodied, but he's nearly there. Oh, welcome to the captions, Lou.
I saw that.
As he sort of just walks over to you, but to take stock of everybody, we have the party, obviously. Zio, Dolores, Echinacea. We have Kaelin, Lucian, Uldiel, Wit, Isandro, Silverian,
Did you say Casimir?
Casimir. I did now. I think that's it.
Damn. We really were
Y'all
stacked.
had 7. Casimir is level 16. But yeah, so we have a couple goals here. I will say everybody go ahead and give me a perception check before we get a quick declaration of what everybody is doing.
Yeah. Which one to use? Oh my god.
20, not nat.
Perception! Ha! Ooh! What is that? 31!
Woo!
31.
First roll back, yay!
That's a big one.
Zio's sight pierces the veil.
And what'd you get, Lou? 11. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Zio, you clock it first. Echinacea quick to follow as one of Coaletra's children begins to stir. One of the children that were knocked unconscious begins to slowly stand and shake itself off as it takes stock of all of you. I will say I'll give the girls are yelling. Angie and Button, go ahead and give me an insight check here.
Yeah. I think I will say I think the moment that Zio sees them stirring, Zio will just fly down immediately and post themselves in front of the belief and the rest of the group. Just to kind of like, you said insight?
Yes.
21.
With a 10, I think Echinacea's attention is on Zio. And any harm that might be done to them, they're holding a reaction to protect Zio. And so I don't think their attention, they clock the belief, but their attention is not on the belief for the insight.
Makes perfect sense. Okay. Zio, you see this, while younger, still quite large. It's about twice as big as a normal tiger. Sort of shakes itself off and looks down its snout at you. Still injured. This is the one that Lucian pierced down.
Yeah.
Didn't do it nicely by any means, right? The
And
insight
there
check.
was-
Sorry, go ahead.
There was 6, and 2 of them were like
Right, there 4 are alive.
Okay.
But this one has woken up first. With your insight check, what was the result of it?
21.
21 and then 11. Okay. Fear and competing with sadness, competing with anger. With a 21, the anger is multi-directional. Obviously toward you and your cohort for obvious reasons. But there's also very quick glances over in the spot where Coaletra stood, and anger pointed in that direction. Will you let us leave here?
What is your name?
Conleth. Conleth.
Conleth. What are the names of your 2 siblings? The ones that were felled.
The ones you killed.
You joined in this battle. You joined your mother.
I followed my mother. Just as any child would have.
And were you aware of what she was planning?
Yes.
Are you aware of what her and Glacia planned to do to the primordial current?
Yes.
You followed her as children would. But there's always a choice. And you made that choice.
Don't assume you know me. Don't assume you know my intent. You come to my home and kill my family. You know not my intent. Skysought.
Your family threatened mine. And it was my duty to protect mine.
Well, it's good that you still have a family to protect then.
You still have siblings. And you can go. No one will stop you. I only ask one thing. That you do not aid Glacia in this.
Takes a few steps weakly towards you. I didn't agree with her choice. With what she wanted.
Then I'm sorry that I had to come to this. So I ask you again, what are the names of your siblings?
The eyes grow bigger as the attention leaves you and focuses on the 2 siblings that have been killed. In a very quiet and sorrowful tone. Anala and Syra. The twins.
Hmm. 'Cause we're here to heal the rift, to close the rift, and heal the sickness of Mother's Hearth, of Bildagawatu. And when we do, this volcano will be a healing resting place for the both of them. Not shadowed, not pained.
It won't be anything for them. They're dead.
But their memory will live on.
This was our home long before it was yours.
Zio, you get a message. Echinacea doesn't address Conleth, but speaks into your mind. Is there no way? Is there no way to allow them to stay? I would not steal someone's home. If there is any other way.
Zio gives a look back to Echinacea and nods, and then looks back at Conleth. I only offer an exit if you feel uncomfortable with us being here. But we will only close the rift and leave. This can continue being your home. But allow us to close the rift. Oh, you're muted.
Can't hear you.
Conleth looks back at his three remaining siblings, and just... If I wanted to contest you, which I do not, it would be in vain, given the circumstances. Do your work here. We won't stop you.
Do you want the Shadowfell to remain?
No. It is a disease. There are 9 of us.
No. Echinacea said,
I know how to count.
Idiot. 6.
what do you mean?
Before my mother's crusade, there were 9. 3 of them spoke out against her. She put them down. Called them weak.
I think in that moment, hearing Conleth say that, Zio feels a resolute... It's the final nail on the coffin to Coaletra's end having been the right decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monolith. Is there a world in which you are willing to work with the other life that lives upon these isles? That you are willing to seek harmony, or at the very least, isolation?
When I was a cub, we used to run these forests, play with these people, would lead them to food, ripe vegetation, fish ready to be caught. I don't want to be a stranger to the people here. Not anymore. My mother thought herself a god. She is not. I do not believe gods can be killed so easily. She ruled with fear, and I wish to reside with hope. This is our home. So tend to it. I'll ensure that you and yours are comfortable. And each of you feel as the craggy rocks on Conleth's shoulders and back kind of begin to shake, almost looking like hackles rising. And you can see like the pure heat that is really starting to affect you now begins to dissipate. You guys aren't being impeded by intense heat anymore. He is channeling it within himself to allow you to do your work. And if you so choose, to take a short rest.
I think after that interaction, then Zeal will go back to the group. Maybe we can give them time.
I think that would be the respectful thing.
Yeah. Okay. Where's how's everyone doing?
How is everyone doing, numerically speaking?
We'll have party go first. Let me grab character sheets quick. I think everybody's looking pretty okay on my end.
Yeah, Echinacea a short rest away from full.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm rolling some hit die just in case, but I'm sure I know we were talking about doing long rest, but just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Three. Ooh.
Blue, how does Dolores look?
She's only 2 hit points down, so.
You're
Yeah,
a hit
great.
dice away from full, yeah.
Kalen's only down like 6 hit points. Wit could probably... He still has 82 temp HP, but he's at 79 out of 133. Lucian did not get touched in that fight. He still has 20 temp HP. Isandro's at 96 out of 160, so he could probably use a hand. Casimir, similarly, never got touched. He's fine. Severian, he's missing like 20 hit points, nothing that he can't handle with a potion. And then Uldiel is missing about 40 hit points. So the ones in the most need would be Uldiel, Isandro, and Wit.
Okay. I think... Are you doing any healing?
Echinacea will heal the old-fashioned way. I think they'll take since we're taking a short rest, or since folks are taking a short rest and they're looking good themselves, they'll set about the old-fashioned way of healing with their medicine kit.
Let's go. All right, let's do some medicine checks.
And Zio is going to use some of their spell slots left to also heal. I'll wait for this too.
Okay.
Again,
I didn't.
What?
Just saw the number.
What'd you roll?
I did good. 32.
Okay, well, we'll just do that one roll for everybody, just since you're kind of doing the same general healing. So you can go ahead and roll that non-magical healing.
Which I believe is... Oh, God. I'm not on my computer. I have it saved on my computer. Is it 2 or 4d6?
Give me a second.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm on vacation. This
You're all
isn't
good,
my
you're all
normal
good.
background.
This is
Look at
it.
that, guys. Button is so committed that even on vacation, they're here.
Lovely here.
Where is my non-magical healing? Is it my... What are you... Sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay. Your proficient is going to be 2d8 plus your proficiency bonus.
Sick. Nine. Trash. Okay, that's fine. Even if I'm expert?
Oh, you have
Is it double
expertise. It's 2d8, double your proficiency bonus.
Okay, 5.
And the
plus
the
8,
DC
13.
is 12. So, yeah, you're yeah. So 13. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
13 for Isandro, 13 for Whit, and 13 for Uldiel. Zio, are you taking 13?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm literally I'm 1 point away from full.
Perfect.
I rolled 3 ones on my hit die.
Damn.
but,
Okay.
but then, it's still one. But yeah, I think Zio will still go up to Isandro first.
Mm-hmm.
And they reach out to him and with a hand on his forearm will pull him in and give him a kiss on the cheek and use cure wounds on him.
Kiss back.
Second level.
Awesome. Love a second level cure wounds.
A second level kiss wounds.
Wow.
That was pretty good actually. So counting with my fingers, +5. That's 18.
Let's go. Okay.
Yes. So 18 hit points to cure wounds for Isandro.
Sweet. I will say. Sorry, go ahead.
And then they were gonna also do a cure wounds on Wit.
Okay. I will say he's already doing a second level one on himself, but you can still. That's 13. Okay.
I think Zio approaches him very kind of after giving Isandro a kiss and kind of sharing a quiet glance as they look over to Wit and then back at Isandro before stepping over to Wit. They're approaching in the way that one would a wild animal, in a similar way of the way that things were before. But he's trying to get a gauge on how Wit is feeling, especially after what's happened and how intensely things ended.
So you can go ahead and give me a insight check here.
Just a 10.
He's a hard motherfucker to read, but you don't imagine it's hitting him hard. It's just how the depth of that is difficult to gauge, but you also know he's pretty great at masking the pain and continuing on.
Yes.
Regardless of it. So.
Yeah. I think Zio's going to approach him and then place a hand on the small of his back to grab his attention, and then from that moment just let like the cooling wind like energy of the way that his cure wounds manifest and then just leans around to try and like capture his gaze.
At the touch he does jump. I think he's very much dissociated. He's doing what he always does. Like if he's hurt in a fight, he'll heal, but he's not necessarily, I don't want to say all there, because like he's cognizant, but he is, it's a lot. It's a lot, and he's contending with that.
Yeah. That was a 8 plus 13 healing for him.
Okay.
And Zio just kind of quietly, take your time. But if you need to speak about it later, come find me.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He's just kind of gritting his teeth, kind of just nodding in the affirmative that he will seek you out if and when he is ready. But yeah, it's clear that he just needs some time.
Yeah. And then Zia will scamper back to Echinacea and Dolores.
Okay, and we'll check in there. Echinacea, Dolores, what are you guys up to?
Echinacea is offering healing to everyone, and I think there's a moment as they progress along the line, you know, this sort of mental triage they've set up, and they get to Severian. And there's a conflicted expression on their face, not like they don't want to heal him per se, but there's this hesitation. They're looking into the face of the man who only days ago kidnapped them with the intent to take them to the person responsible for removing their memories from their mind. And they have this truce. They have this common cause, and he's just helped them. But Echinacea doesn't know if he wants their help. There's that moment of hesitation. They sort of hold up their toolkit.
I will say, as you bring the toolkit up, you feel Eadwulf kind of come back into you from their phoenix form, and as they do, it's just like this enveloping squeeze of reassurance, and you kind of hear in your mind, you're allowed to be off-put, but you're not alone. We're all with you.
Eadwulf, it feels even worse than that. They look at Severian. They look back at the rift. He and I work well together. Really well.
Really well. You're both goal-oriented. You're both incredibly smart. Makes sense as to why you work so well together. But that's confusing. Scary. I find comfort in the fact that you do work well together, though.
Really? Why?
It makes it that much easier to get all of ourselves back.
You're right. You're right. Severian, they say aloud. Would you like aid?
He kind of looks up. He pulls that like powdery blue hair up into a tight bun, and you see as he takes off his robes and what you see, he's not naked by any means, but he's you can see these are definitely like war mage's robes, where like you take it off and it almost looks like it's almost like Jedi attire, where like you take off the big coat and there's like the sort of sleeveless undergarment.
I have the high ground. Sorry. We're literally in a volcano.
Don't try it.
Absolutely. You were so right to do it.
I hate you.
I was captured by the ADHD of like, you have to say it.
You have to say it. You have to say it. So valid. But you can see he's assessing himself for wounds, and he just sort of nods and gestures for you to come over and take a look with him. You fought well.
So did you.
Thank you. It is rare to jump into a fight and not have to tell someone what to do. It's like you knew where I was going, what I was going to do next.
Well, I did. And you knew the same.
Yes.
We don't... Echinacea will look back through that portal into the Shadowfell at all of the mages that Severian killed. You didn't leave anyone for questioning.
They don't need to be alive for me to question them.
What do you mean? What?
Speak with dead. It is a fairly rudimentary spell.
It is, that's right. We've used it before. We don't use it often. We usually talk to people.
You can see the kind of like, oh.
Huh?
Okay.
You
What?
talk to people while they're still alive?
Why?
Weird.
That's kind of stupid.
So Varian thinks about live people the way that dog people think about humans.
Yeah.
Dead people are better than people.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He just... Interrogation can still happen. And there are multiple. I can cast a spell more than once. See if anybody knows anything different. Echinacea's like, oh god!
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think Echinacea's expression is probably pretty good evidence of what they feel. I don't think even an insight check is necessarily required.
You don't seem too interested in that route.
I am capable of utilitarian thinking. But no, it is not my preference, Severian. Killing is new to me. And that's a little bit of a lie, because Echinacea hasn't actually done it yet. If you feel like making an insight check.
Yeah. You want to give me a deception check?
Yeah.
Silverian's like, noob.
Noob. I did so good. 27, bitch.
I'm sorry, guys. It's been 2 weeks off. I don't know what's wrong
Yeah,
with me. Let me
no, you're
read.
good.
You're so good. Guys, I'm sorry. Severian makes me feel crazy. Oh my god.
I love him.
Angie wants
He's
to fuck
so
Severian
unhinged.
so bad. He looks, and I will say for Echinacea, it's clear that he doesn't catch the deception here. He takes you at your word. These are our enemies, and they were enemies that were not going to give us any quarter to talk to them. They're zealots. They wish to free the dark god banished to the center of our world. They will not stop because we ask them nicely. I did not have time to dispatch of them non-lethally. They had to be dealt with. If they weren't, those hounds would have kept coming in. You and yours would have been overrun. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, they're listening. And they start listening with half an ear as in their mind they're hearing the same from Whistle. Whistle talking about his path and how someone has to do the deed and he will do it to spare those he loves. And Whistle isn't here anymore. So Echinacea finds themselves nodding along with Severian, learning a lesson.
We
understand.
Good. You are a quick study. I wish my high mage apprentice was more like you.
You have an apprentice? Was it the,
Unfortunately. Oh, it was neither of them.
That seemed like a lot to unpack at some point. Only if you wanted.
Oh. They act as if they know everything. Tell me how to, fulfill my duties as high mage to Coaletra. Act rashly without any curses in Sylvan and just self-preservation.
Oh.
And he seems to think we're friends. We are not friends. He is my subordinate.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. But if we are to question them, we should pull them in from the Shadowfell.
That's true. Okay.
You feel that squeeze from Aedwulf again as the two of you make your way through the Shadowfell rift. And as you do, you feel this looming chill. You're in there for about a second and it almost cuts to the bone.
It's immediate. Echinacea casts on themselves and Severian protection from evil and good.
You see, what does this look like as you cast the spell?
Walking, I think, just half a step behind Severian, almost in tandem, but letting him lead the way. They have no expertise in this. They feel that chill. And they remember when they came face to face with Vaemir in his shackles, his skeleton, gigantic head above them. And there is the sound, as the chill hits, of chains breaking, fire crackling. There is the scent of smoke on the wind. And a spark of heat through Echinacea's own spine and through Severian's, protective toward the cold.
And you see these spirits, almost like mist on the ground, that were sort of swimming towards you, warm bodies to latch to, dissipate and recede into shadow. You see off in the expanse what looks almost like a grim reflection of this scorched-style geography. Things are twisted and misshapen, and there are cities placed about in spots where there are not cities on the material plane. It is geographically the same, but the what resides here is completely different. And you see the 4 Shadow Court members. Content warning: for a little bit of gore. Yeah, completely run through. Bloodied and mangled in a myriad ways. You see some of the shadows sort of like swirling around the wounds and sap sucking up as much despair and darkness and negative emotion as they possibly can. But as soon as you and Severian, protected from good and evil approach, they slither back and recede into darkness. Severian very unceremoniously casts floating disc. And
Echinacea cast the same.
Yeah.
It's this moment where they just look at each other. Yours is blue.
Yours is yellow.
Yes, flame and all that.
He grabs the body, throws 3 of them on his, and places 1 on yours. But very much nodding in approval of the quickness. There is no question in your action. You are confident in the path you take forward, and as you do, he nods and if you wish to learn more, I'm always happy to take on students.
Students?
Wizardry.
I need you to...
Angie's like, wizardry is a complex skill set. One that is, well, often best taught by those like us.
I don't disagree. I think you just took me by surprise, that's all, and I've only ever really learned from Casimir.
I suppose you have.
It's a generous offer. I will think on it.
When we are out of this, and once this is, he gestures to the rift as you're both kind of walking out of it. I would like to hear about the lessons imparted to you by this Casimir.
Oh! Well, okay. Yes, after.
Perfect. He dispels his floating disc and the body's just right onto the ground of the volcano.
Echinacea lowers theirs.
And he will begin to cast Speak with Dead. But before we get to the questions, let's check in with Dolores. Miss Lou, what is our delightful that look, you're like, don't ever call me that again. What is Dolores getting up to post fight? Is she seeking conversation with anybody? Is she sort of just taking the holy shit of it all in?
Yeah, this is the most like epic thing that she's ever done. Who is the most new to this type of adventure in this party aside from her? Like, are there any of the other NPCs? They've been in battle and done their own thing, but like, is there anyone who largely is just not as experienced?
Frankly, Kalen. Kalen has spent most of his life as a scholar. While Lucian is a lot younger than Kalen is, he spent a lot of his time in the Sunwall Academy. He was an assassin. He saw some pretty macabre and spectacular things in his time there. The only thing outside of this that Kalen really has experienced was Eye of the Lore. And that was new. That was different. So I'd say, yeah, I'd say he's probably the freshest.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think instantly and for a while, Dolores has just been hovering around Echinacea, watching the, like, maybe helping it, assisting healing, quiet, or just, like, asking questions, trying to be an active participant and support, but not really knowing how to engage in the space in her own way at this very moment. But trying to be helpful. And then as Echinacea goes to close the rift with Suverian, I think she'll hang back with Kaylin. Might not ask anything in particular, but just like trying to see how one functions when one is relatively normal in the grand schemes of things. Yeah.
I'd say first, go ahead and give me an insight check on Mr. Vryn.
Okay. 17.
17. There is there's some juggling happening with Kalen. He's not beating himself up, I will say that, but he's very clearly taking stock, and you see him thinking very hard and looking at where the fight spanned in this space, and sort of like nodding to himself and just like almost playing it on repeat in his head to see what he could and should have done differently and what he will do differently in the future. And where you don't necessarily say anything, Kalen will, as he's kind of looking around, he goes, "Oh," he's startled by you a little bit, and he just, "Is everything okay, Dolores?"
But what do we do while they're closing the rift?
Seems like everybody's healed up. That would have been my first thing.
Right.
Are you okay? Physically, are you hurt? Do you need help?
No, I'm square. And you?
I am healthy. Do you need to rest? It's okay to seek that out if you need it.
Frankly, I don't think I could rest in a volcano. But
that makes sense.
take it, given that I am fire elemental, I know it is strange, but there's just something about that is a bit, or maybe it's just the fact that we were fighting for our lives just a few moments ago. I don't think that same, don't shit where you sleep, or what's the word?
I'm still getting used to it. Well, and I know that your capabilities have changed recently. How do you feel you fared?
I did all right. Didn't die, but to know what can bolster others, what even works on something so large. And obviously most of my elemental adeptness is something that what we were up against was largely resistant to. So feels like everything I'm up against is to my core antithetical to what I'm good at. The wild magic is subdued, but it's still there. And it always felt like I was a few steps behind. I'm finding my way, though.
Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. You're learning. You're new to the group. And this was a hard matchup for you. Luckily, the next one's ice.
Right.
I know, there's the next one. I'm okay. I'm glad everyone is safe and alive. I am not happy with my performance, but I know what to do differently. I was stuck between two worlds, that of a cleric and that of a knightly paladin. I didn't pick one, I tried to do both. And I stood up front, let myself get hit, and became other people. It became Echinacea's responsibility to keep me up. Became Uldiel's responsibility to keep me up, and that endangered more people than it helped. I could see it on their face. They were so nervous. And rightfully so. So, I'm letting the lesson settle that if I am to be up front in the fight, which I think I am, I need to prioritize healing myself. Which is hard because I've spent a lot of time healing other people.
Well, you and I could maybe get some better armor.
That's the thing, my armor is good. She hit me so hard.
Mm.
But yes, we need to get you better armor.
You know a guy. Work out. In my way.
Just try and take as much time as you can to breathe. We're all here together. And while it's still... he scoffs. Insane. It is what we're doing. And it is important work. Kind of looks at the crew and... You did good.
Had her dancing there for a minute.
That was, I think, my favorite moment.
That's something new, and I like it quite a lot.
I've never seen a cat cut a rug like that before, and it was something to be witnessed. He'll just kind of pat you on the shoulder, and you'll see Kalen sort of walk toward. He doesn't go directly toward the rift, but he wants to be close by. He's still very wary of Severian, understandably so. You see as he passes Lucian very firmly puts a hand on the shoulder, not in an aggressive manner, but in like a grounding kind of anchoring motion, and also give me a perception check as Lucian whispers something in Kalen's ear.
29.
29 app. You're able to hear. I'm sorry for being vocal. I just didn't want you to get hurt. And I didn't want anyone else to get hurt. Little Kalen just... I know. You did the right thing. Thank you, Lucian. Lucian just pulls him into a hug and squeezes him. And then before Lucian peels off, if he fucking moves, you tell me. You understand? And Kalen, I understand. And Lucian kisses Kalen on the cheek. These are my boyfriends, and my boyfriends are boyfriends. Talk about that slow burn, am I right, gamers? Okay. And then, Dolores, you just kind of settle in, or anything else for you?
Is Mr. Dwagon still here?
Vermouth, is Mr. Dwagon still here? Yeah, Vermithrax is still here.
What's he doing?
He is curled up in a ball, and he is appreciating the lack of heat bombarding everybody. He is resting. You can see like a green glow from beneath him, but he's just kind of curled up, much like a cat himself, but resting. Yeah, you can see he's opening his eyes and kind of looking at everybody. He's approachable if you like, but he's not too far off from everybody. Okay, you just hear, "You do put on quite a show."
Well, thank you. You've inspired me for a bit of an encore, if you don't mind.
An encore. Please. I'd be delighted.
Would you mind a bit of a lullaby?
I do quite wish to rest.
Well. And Dolores will cast Catnap on Vermithrax, so he can have the qualities of a short rest if he is so willing. And
He's so willing?
She will sing her mother's lullaby that she heard in the
in the cavern system.
Caverns. Mm-hmm.
The lullaby rings out, and the words dance through the space as Zio, you're just peeling off from wit as you hear this lullaby sung in the space. It moves through you like cool water, refreshing and revitalizing. You see as it sort of hits everybody else's eyes just sort of naturally lull to a close as they listen to the music. Even the array of Coaletra's children, Conla still sitting kind of in front of all of them, strewn across the craggy rock side, kind of rest heads on paws and begin to close their eyes a little bit as the tune itself and the nature of it being a lullaby. Echinacea, you and Silverian feel the same as you're able to, this music is just radiating through the space.
Incredible.
Good night, sleepy kitty.
Vermithrax is just
love that.
and having sang a dragon to sleep. That's where we're going to take our break for the night. We're only going to have one. Gonna play a shorter session tonight, everybody's baby, but we will come back here in about 10-15 minutes. Bye everybody.
You soon.
Bye.
can't hear you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Known Realms Tolesh.
Who's that
Yeah.
voice?
I don't know. I have no idea, but it's got to be someone now, right?
Yeah.
I'll stew on that. Okay. So,
Varian's apprentice.
hello, High Mage. It is me, your apprentice. I am here to help. No wonder Silverian hates
I love
his
him
bitch
already,
ass.
whoever this person
No
is.
wonder. The one jolly motherfucker in the Winter Court. Like, just, hello, everyone.
Please.
I am so excited to cast spells.
Oh my god.
Silverian.
This is actually he's actually a Rankin and Bass character.
He's a Muppet. Okay. So, Dolores has just sang a dragon to sleep. You've all love you. I'm kissing Button's husband. So Dolores just did that. I know that we have Speak with Dead with Echinacea and Severian. Zio, is there anything you're doing in this time?
I think seeing
We're kinda going in
Echinacea
order.
Yeah, I think seeing Echinacea and Silverian kind of taking the reins on doing that first before us using the rag. Well, here's the thing.
You can set it up
Should
at the
we
same
s-
time. I was
Yeah,
gonna
should we
say,
start the rag war machine? Yeah, while you guys are doing because that way, like, it can happen simultaneously. Like, because Zio was present when we used the rag war machine for the
yeah.
peaks.
Yep.
Right.
The thing is,
So-
depending on what we learn,
Mm,
we might want to wait.
might want to dump
I
them
see.
back in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Dump it back in there, or like maybe we'll learn
Well,
things in there that
Got
we
it.
want.
Got it. That's the thing. I mean, and if you guys are doing a speak with the dead, it's not going to take that much more time out of the.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
No. So Zio's just gonna wait until we start that. But
Okay.
like for the time being, I think they're going to fly up above the volcano, and to potentially kind of scope, just keep flying up and up and up, and then start scoping out as they're floating in the space, scope out around the island and kind of look to see in the direction of Takul what it's looking like, as well as try and see if they can see Isteris at the edge of Bluebluebutton.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll say you can give me perception or
Perception.
investigation since you're looking for those two specific spots.
Well, my roll was really bad. So I'm going
Uh-oh.
to use an inspiration. Let's roll again, folks. Not that much better. Fuck. Investigation. Perception is better for me. I don't know what I give up by doing perception instead, but that's fine. Am I able to still use perception?
Yep.
Okay. 17 with perception.
17 with perception. It's harder to get a grasp on Takul, given just the sheer distance and the smog that is still present, but no longer pluming from the volcano. It's still present, so it's harder to see what exactly is the state of Takul. You're not seeing any like flashing lights. You're not hearing anything particularly. It's eerily quiet. On the outside, you're able to hear like those really loud sort of cracks of ice, given that the ocean is still kind of frozen over in this region. But with a 17, you are able to look toward the southern portion of Bluebluebutton, and you're still able to see Isteris. It's like a large elk, not T-posing, but like idly sort of like walking by, and you see him kind of like picking the tops of trees as if they were foliage, and just he's standing or he's waiting, but nothing. He's not under duress or anything like that.
Yes.
He's doing an exist.
Yeah, of course. I think I am like hundreds and hundreds of feet in the air above. Zio is at a point where they can see the curvature of the world.
Love that.
Not super, not as crazy high, but just
Mhm.
enough to see the curvature of like the distance, right? And so they see Isterus down below, and they begin to sort of fly in a infinity-like symbol, like a figure 8 symbol, to try and capture Isterus' attention.
I imagine you're moving at pretty high speeds.
Oh yeah, he's just like.
Give me a performance check. We'll see if you can kind of craft something out of the plumage here to get Isterus' attention.
Yeah, let's see. Performance, don't fuck me. Oh, that's pretty good. 22.
Okay, 22 in tandem with Isterus' roll, which is a 27 on perception. Yeah, you see, after you create a few of these infinity-like symbols, carving out a bit of the smog in a similar way that Helitis was doing above Takul as he's sort of dissipating these patches of smog. You can see as this large elk-like head looks up and nods in your direction. And
I'm like creating chemtrails, like a chemtrail sort of. Yeah.
You hear in your mind, I felt her go. Only one more.
There was no other
remains.
option. There was no other option.
I understand.
Her children are here. So, join us with caution. But we should be completing the sealing of the rift within the hour.
Understood. Good work.
Also, thank you. Also, you have a dragon to meet.
You just kind of hear a delightful.
Zio wants to introduce Vermithrax and Isterus so bad. Making introductions. 2 old men.
These
2 old men with cancer.
Old man. Yeah, no shit. Okay.
These poor men.
These poor men.
Please, we're healing you.
But you want him to come toward you guys?
Yeah, I would say maybe start like heading on our direction.
You see him beginning to trot upward. He does indeed make his way to the group. Hell yeah. All right. Nicely done. Echinacea. You and Silverian stand in front of the Shadow Court members, and you see as Silverian's eyes, he stands above one of them, mask-presenting individual, bald, tattoos down the left side of the neck. You see as Silverian kind of removes a hood and just kind of exposes the face. Silverian's eyes go this deep green as he curls his hand up, and the facsimile of life begins to take over this corpse as it there's no air flowing through it, so it's like this odd croaking sound. And he looks to you, Echinacea. Ask your questions.
Echinacea is startled by the abruptness of this spell. And there is that beat. But then they look and they assess. I would like to, before Echinacea asks any questions, to investigate this corpse to see if they have any regalia, any notion of station, and to see if they have anything on their person.
You definitely find items on their person.
Can I investigate? Can I do that?
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
31. D&D
Thir-
Beyond is being so nice.
31. You find obviously the armor and weaponry it's wearing and wielding. You find a pouch of about 600 gold pieces. You find a satchel with approximately 7 potions on them. 3 of them are potions of superior healing. 2 of them are potions of cold and necrotic resistance. And then the last one is a potion of stone giant strength.
And then are there any orders, any ledger, any paper with information on it?
You find it's like this leather bound tube. It's very small. It's probably about 2 inches long and a diameter of like an inch, or circumference of an inch. But you open it and you do pull out papers. What languages do you know?
A lot.
Give me that list of 37 languages you know.
It's not that many. Sylvan, Primordial, Elvish, Draconic, Celestial, Common, and Aeotian Sign Language.
Sylvan will do it. Sylvan
Right.
will do it. These are orders to, specifically orders, you get the name Torvek, Torvek. This missive is ordering Torvek and his cohort to man the rift in Mother's Heart. This is the direct denotation, and it is signed by one. Oh no, wrong one. Okay. Sorry, I had the wrong document pulled up. My apologies.
You're good.
Apologies.
It's not Direm.
This is Contessa Durham.
Oh, okay. So that's one of the leaders.
Yep.
Okay. A member of the leading house. Okay.
Yep. I'll give you an inspiration point for that.
Thanks.
Mhm.
And that's all they say, just to man the rift at Mother's Heart.
Man the rift at all costs. Do not return until Coaletra's goals are met.
And they won't be returning at all.
They shan't. Echinacea gives a quick nod, rolls up the paper, puts it back in the tube, and then looks to this corpse, allows himself a shudder,
Mm-hmm.
and then asks, how many more rifts need to be opened to free Vaymir from the earthly confines of Aeotia?
Content warning for obviously death, a reanimated corpse, sort of, what is it, facsimile of life, things of that nature. The body of Torvek just sort of wheezes inward. 12.
It's inappropriate, but Echinacea does smile. Just a little bit of relief.
Yeah,
That's a big number.
it's a big number, and you've closed quite a few already.
Mm-hmm. They nod. They look to... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There's like a kid with a, outside.
Barely heard it. You're fine.
Okay, good. They look to Severian really quickly to see... He offered to teach them, and there's this quick glance to see if this person who's offered to teach them thinks that they're on the right track.
Give me an insight check.
8.
Severian is a hard person to read, but you do see it's hard to mistake these following actions as Severian smirks and nods approvingly in your direction. So whether you're feeling unsure at the general state of what's happening, there is approval coming from Severian.
Okay. Bolstered. And with the information Echinacea has, 12 remaining rifts, they ask, where upon the material plane does the Shadow Court seek to open more rifts?
Everybody, let's move to the map.
Map time!
Map time,
Oh.
map time.
Map!
time,
It's
map
been a
time.
while!
And it's been a while
It's been a while!
since I'm gonna fuck things up.
Oh, I didn't know those were the words.
Just
those the
like
words?
I always do. Yep. Those are indeed the words. Okay. Sorry, for some reason my captions don't like this one now all of a sudden. Okay.
Kill the caption. No, don't do that.
Kill the captions. So sorry, could you rephrase or could you repeat the question?
Where upon the material plane does the Shadow Court seek to open more rifts? I want those 12 locations, baby.
You're gonna get them. You are gonna get them.
Wow.
That's a great question.
Oh.
The utterance of Elm Thalas, and that is on Zendrix. That's one of the Zendrixian capitals. Lostrium in Josiertu, and another in Josiertu, Grand Kren. They are
Chat.
what?
Hi, chat.
Oh, hi, chat.
Gotcha.
It's on the map. You gotta find it.
Ah,
David.
shit. All right. I'll find it later.
I see it.
Cambiliard. These are a couple of Drukamesh locations. Valenrow and Ango Court.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. You need 6 more. There's another one in Yelenor in Zendrix, and then Nith Manor. So a total of 3 in Zendrix. And then, since we don't have location, give me 1 second to get this up in my notes. Oh, love this question. Such a good question. You're so smart, dude.
Mhm.
Okay.
What locales have exclamation points on the map? Where do we need to go?
Where are our next mission locations? Yeah. Oh my god. Yitol on Ibari. Yhitol. And there's interestingly only 1 location on Ibari. And then you need 2
3 more.
3 more.
Ibari is the floating islands, right?
No, that's Itish, and
No.
that's what's
No.
coming up next, baby.
Got one on Etish?
Got 3 on Itish.
What? None on Tolesh?
Oh.
No more on Tolesh.
That's true. We took them out.
You guys, yeah,
Took out 2.
you took out 2. And then, oh no, there are only 2. There are only 2 on Itish. In Morikos on Itish, Moricos. and Peserna. Peserna. The last one on Tolesh is going to be in Alden Gate.
Oh no. Okay. We're aware that there's one in Sunwall already.
You know there's one in Sunwall, and you know there's one in Midcrest.
In Midcrest, and then we know that we closed
You closed
the one
the
in
of
the
Wavering
cold
Peaks,
lands. Yeah.
and then you're about to close the one in Mother's Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Echinacea nods. They're toying with asking about the pre-existing ones. They may still yet. But first, they're going to look at Severian. And they're working together now. And Echinacea, it's like slipping back into their tutelage under Casimir. They want to impress him, and they want to be useful to him. And there's a question that serves the both of them. They look back at the corpse, and they ask, who are the Shadow Court agents operating amongst the Winter Court?
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go, mate.
Fucking
Be your rat.
Be your rat. Oh man, that's so fucking good. Okay. Folks working with the Winter Court. There we go. Me. Okay. There is a changeling named Vox. They are hidden within Coaletra's honor guard.
Is this different from Vaughn?
Yes. Different from Vaughn.
It's a real close name, though. That seems
Interesting, isn't it?
noteworthy. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting, isn't it?
Wasn't Fox? Didn't Vaughn have a? Okay.
Have
We'll talk about it
family
later.
that they...
Inspiration point to the both of you.
They're not dead. The sibling. It was one sibling, right?
Yeah.
It was a brother.
Oh, no. Okay.
Alec, I already needed to have words with you about the twins being the dead ones for
We're gonna fight.
Coaletra's children, and now you're doing this
Oh.
Poison.
to the glue factory with you.
What am I, a horse? What am I, a horse?
Echinacea will wait to see if there's anyone else this corpse is about to out.
Hishol, Hishol. It is somebody infiltrating a home, and you're given the exact location, who are leading distractions for Coaletra's guards, and giving them insight into the castle, or the keep of Squall's End. There is a runner named Cregan, who is another who is a Shatter Kai individual disguised as a Winter Eladrin. They move from Squall's End outside of the city to deliver news to Shadow Court agents. And then there is one more. Her name is Nekira. Nekirra. She has supplanted herself within the High Mage's Court. Silverian, not very. You see a look of recognition as he knows exactly who that is. Good question.
Is that your apprentice?
Good question, apprentice. Yeah.
Is that his apprentice?
No, that is not his apprentice. Unfortunately, his apprentice is not named. He's like, shit.
The Rankin and Bass character.
All right. Echinacea nods at Severian. Only have 2 questions left. And they have to be careful. Where are the locations of the Shadow Court's remaining Ragwar machines?
You're a real piece of shit, you know that?
You're a real
It's my job!
Okay. And what a great way to get 2 answers to 2 questions, because now you're going to know how many Ragwar machines they have.
Mm-hmm.
You disgusting genius, you. That smile, dude. The name is dropped of the Shadow City of Drita, Drita, which is within the Shadowfell. There is another one located in Alden Gate, in the Ivory Tower, held within the office of Jared Rissom.
Motherfucker!
And
Okay.
And then there's another one on Drukamesh in the Magus Arcanum of Okes. They only have 3 more Ragwar machines.
Severian's close enough to see it. Echinacea looks just as mad as he just looked, hearing that there was one where they
Right
just were.
Yep.
Fucker. Okay.
You're so valid, dude. You're so valid.
Okay. There are so many more questions. But Echinacea decides on the one that will give us our greatest heading and reveal to us who our enemies are, just as we have had revealed that the Magus Arcanum, both in Alden Gate and in Ulkes, are working with the Shadow Court. There is another question that will tell us where our problems lay. Even though we already know some of the answers, it's worth confirming and expanding. What rifts remain open upon the material plane?
Okay.
We're asking not only to see what needs to be closed, but what locales have been taken over and subsumed by the Shadowfell, and how current their information is regarding the rifts that we have closed.
So obviously, the locations of the ones you are aware of are named.
Sunwall and Midcrest.
The Wavern Peaks are still mentioned. They're not
Good.
aware of the closing of that one.
Oh.
They also oh, I found the high chat. Sorry. There is currently an open rift in Orasir on Drukamesh. And currently within the mountain range above Bessenmont, often called Crag Isle. On Josier 2, there is one rift off the shoreline of Castellior. It's sort of down on the little it's close to a point where the Delaspar and the Milris meet. I'll say give me a history check, everybody.
Please be good. I want to know.
I wanna know.
Wow, bad. 14.
14.
Five.
And what'd you get, Ange?
What is it? Am I also rolling for this?
Yep.
Oh.
The answers are being said out loud, so I imagine everybody's kind of aware of what's being said.
Oh. Well, I thought I was up above. when
Oh,
this was
yeah,
happening.
never mind. You don't get to roll.
Ouch.
You're so right. No. You're right. Because
I'm coming back as this is happening. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
they're talking to dead people. Like,
It's all-
and then
ah!
Zio's just like,
I'll say give it to me anyway. Fuck it.
okay. What is it that I was rolling again?
History.
Story.
History. For 16. 1-6.
14 and 16.
16. 16.
No, I know. I'm just saying 14 and 16 are enough. Unfortunately, Dolores, you're singing Nine Eyes to a sweet old man. Each of you, or Zio and Echinacea, through the reading of books and probably Echinacea from the telling of myths, you're aware of a coral island sort of that juts out of the sea where the
I
Delaspar
love that
and
video game.
and the Milris meet. And once a month, when Hyliel is at her zenith, there is a sort of land bridge that is created where people tend to venture up, and it's said that they speak to an old wizened witch of this world who collects stories. It's a hotspot for the free pirates of the lands of Josier 2, and it is approximately 50 miles away from that coral constructed island.
See Button grinning over there.
I don't know what's
I'm
happening.
Why?
assuming this relates to something they know.
I don't know. And then there is one in Shadowfell in Zendrix. You didn't ask what kind they were, right? You were just asking where they were.
No. And what I'm gathering, these are all Shadowfell. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it correct that he's only mentioning Shadowfell rifts?
Correct.
He's not mentioning.
He's not mentioning Feywild Rifts.
Which means they're a part of something else. Does he list any more?
That's it.
Sunwell, Midcroft, Wavern Peaks, Orasir, Bessenmont, Josier 2 off the shoreline of Castellior, and then Shadowfell, Zendrix.
That's it.
At the absence of Lockhinge, at the absence of the sea beyond the Scorched Isle, where we know that Dolores has encountered the Feywild Rifts, There's a spark in Echinacea's eye, a light of recognition that something separate and distinct is happening with the rifts in the Feywild. And that's 5 questions.
And that's 5 questions. You see as the life falls from this individual, as Severian looks. Those are good questions.
Thank you.
This one will have to wait. You see as he pulls a little cage from his hip, and one of the bodies is sucked within it.
Oh! What was that? What was that? Echinacea is going to like crouch down and look at the cage.
A specialized pocket dimension that will not create any sort of ill-mannered beast by... There are plenty of horror stories of people shoving mortal corpses within bags of holding. This one is made for the express purpose of not creating a bagman.
That's
The
good.
fuck is a bagman?
A bagman is a problem, Angie.
A bagman is an entity...
In my almost 10 years of playing D&D, I've never heard of this.
A bagman is the result of when murder hobo parties shove bodies into bags of holding. They're often they exist within this dimensional plane, and they become like hungry for the people, hungry for people. So they travel that in-between space between bags of holding, and there could be a random time you open them and just bap, they come get you.
Bagman.
Bagman, bap.
An absolute menace. Yeah.
So it seems that Severian has access to or has created some sort of extra dimensional space that does not give access to the wider extra dimensional space like most bags of holding do.
That is remarkable magic. And also, the fact that you crafted this means that you do... you do this a lot.
I do it when it is necessary. And it just so happens to be more necessary now than ever. But there will be times when it is unnecessary.
That's good.
That reassuring.
Were there questions you would have asked? Things I overlooked?
In actuality, your questions made me reconsider mine. So, good work.
Oh. Thank you. Echinacea can't help it. They're a little teacher's pet.
Yep.
They
Yep.
don't want to feel good about getting praised, but they do.
But god damn it, they do.
They do. They really do.
He does look... Well, since you're helping expand my mind, show me how this rag war machine works.
Please.
Dolores is like, me also want to know.
No, I was correcting his.
Oh.
Oh.
He ignores you.
Oh.
Zio,
She cracks
think-
her knuckles.
You hear Lucian
Yes,
in your ear.
yeah.
Do it. I won't say anything.
Presence
Go
looms
crazy.
a little further.
Give me an intimidation check.
Like, yeah.
You'll have advantage because Lucian's egging you on. He's a little devil on your shoulder.
I love him so much.
He's my
Just
princess.
15.
15. He rolls it. Severian rolls his eyes. Please, if you would not mind.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Zio, who is the only other person who was present for using the Rack War machine. I think throughout this entire thing, they were just sort of like floating, like above everyone watching this happen. And then they're just gonna like land over with Echinacea. Istris is on his way too, so hopefully we
Incredible.
can take care of this, and get a good night's rest in. We need it.
I trust your judgment. I definitely think that given our understanding of Glacia's presence, it's good to be as prepared as possible going in.
Yes. And Istris said that he felt when she was gone. I can only assume that Glacia will too.
It is worth noting.
So, go ahead.
Our time to rest is her time to prepare. This is not said to argue that we should rest, merely an understanding that we need to expect her to be more ready than Coaletra was.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned it. But I'd rather all of us be not just prepared, but at our strongest.
Agreed.
This rift closed.
Let's.
Like Zio's kind of like jittery.
Kind of
She's, like,
hyped up. Yeah.
Hopping. Yeah, kind of hopping back and forth. Honestly, I'm very excited to close this thing and to see how the island's going to change.
The first time.
Okay. Echinacea, sounds like you're the one operating the Wagmore, the Bamoma team.
The Wagmore.
Yes, they will look to Lucian, who helped them with it last time.
He comes scampering up.
Again?
Not that you need my help, but I'm happy to offer it always.
Actually, you have bigger hands than mine, and you need to press both of these buttons in conjunction. So I do. I actually do. Quite need that.
Yes, this is the only time you've commented on my hand size. You ready?
It is not.
So go ahead and give me an Arcana check with advantage here, as well as a sleight of hand check. With advantage.
Arcana? Arcana is 19. You know what? Echinacea's gonna use an, what's it called? An inspiration. I don't do that often. What's it? A 25! That is
Great.
better.
You can see as the sigildry, or the sigils on the Ragware machine, kind of that reminder for what it looks like is this cylindrical, almost scroll-like looking object. It has those two, expertly described by you, about these two outer buttons that need to be activated, where these circular rings around sort of pop out and begin to spin in sequence, matching the polarity of the plane that it is connected to. With 25, those sigils activate, no problem. It is working. I'll actually have Lucian roll sleight of hand here, since he has hands on the machine, if that's okay with you, or unless if you want to roll it.
No, I would love for him to. I think while he's doing that, if I can put some stank on the Arcana.
Put some stank on it.
On this. This is the second time we've done this. And the first time, we were so in tune with and tied to the manner in which we missed Sir. And now, similarly, we are so tied to and in tune with the place that is Zio's home. And where Echinacea spent the last time closing the rift, looking into the space almost as if they might find Sir. I think there's the sound of those drums that we heard in Echinacea's casting of Minor Illusion when Isteris first appeared to us, way back in Iothalor. And there is just a little weaving in this place, a little communing of Echinacea's magic with the magic that they now recognize as what Zio draws from. The breeze above the tops of the volcano, Wit's heat, And in the manner of not just healing, but being a member of Zio's small second community away from home, little flowers begin to appear at the edges of this enclosure, as if their vines are weaving this rift in space shut. And if this goes well, if they achieve this, then Echinacea's flowers will have a home inside of Mother's Hearth. Not an invasive species, but just something holding the darkness back.
Incredible. Lucian rolled a 28.
He's so dexterous.
Kind of his whole shtick. But you see, as you do indeed put that arcane stank on it, these flowers begin to meld, and as Lucian activates the machine and gets it whirring and going, you see as they spread across in a grand fashion, wrapping around the open edges of the rift. You see as the vines weave through, almost as if they're suturing a wound. You see they line the bottom, they line the top, and these beautiful vines kind of strap across the opening and begin to slowly but surely, over the course of the hour, for that's how long this process takes, begin to close this second rift to the Shadowfell. Give me a perception check, everybody, as you're seeing this rift be closed proper.
Oh. $32.
Hey, yo!
Woo!
16?
Echinacea is watching the flowers and watching Lucian's face and watching Lucian's hands. They got a 13. They don't clock whatever everyone else is clocking.
They're focused. And Lucian is hard at work, and that's a hell of a sight to see this man working alongside you. But I will say, Zio, you're the only one that spots it. You see off in the Shadowfell, as this rift is being closed, you see a dark set of wings open up. As off in the distance, Ileana looks down at you. You see as she pulls a corvid-like helm off of her head, nods in appreciation, as not too far behind, wielding two long swords in hand, cleaving through entities of the Shadow Court, Shar beneath her, reclaiming the domain of her friend and getting some much needed justice for what was done to her at the hand of Ruin's Eye in this Eclipse of the Three. Their work is still continuing, and they look to you all, the Fated, in grand appreciation of the work you're doing in tandem.
Zio had seen Shar before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't think Zio had ever seen Ileana.
I feel
We
like...
saw her when we traveled with Nigel and Hannah's characters.
Yes, we did see
She
her.
ate some souls, made them into
She ate
feathers.
some souls.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that was right.
Yeah. So everybody has seen her, but we haven't seen her in a minute. It's been
the,
a while.
The
Dolores has
cloak,
it.
the cloak of feathers. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Dolores still hasn't with a 16.
No.
Yeah, Zio watches just as the rift closes, and the moment it closes, Zio kind of speaks out to the group. Ileana's fight continues.
And I'll say what that called out. Echinacea, you see it, Dolores. You've never seen a god before. At least not nearly as human as these two look to be. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh.
As you have not witnessed divinity.
17?
17.
Good.
You feel its pressure. It hits you like a stiff drink. It's invigorating. It's exciting. It's horrifying. As you see 6 black corvid wings fanned out and the sleek, pale face of an elven woman looking at your group and looking at you with appreciation. A god looks down on you today and smiles. The fucking why?
Bars.
And you see Shar, very similar, moving quite similarly to you did in the Sanguine Mask. Or the Crimson Mask. Weaving through opponents, leaving no quarter, giving no quarter, and leaving nothing in her wake. Instead of flames licking off of her weapons, you see this liquid shadow just dive in from one to another. You see grand spells cast as hordes of fell beasts are sundered by these two goddesses. You are going to get a godly boon. All of you.
Oh!
What? I don't need it.
Stop.
I already have a legendary prelude, dude. I don't need that shit. Over the course of the next 24 hours, you will all gain the benefit of portents.
What the book is that?
So-
How many?
What that is.
3.
Three
Each of you will
Give me
do
a
this
minute.
right now, just so we have them written down.
Whoa.
So, each of you roll 3 d20s.
What?
At any point over the next 24 hours in game, you will be able to exchange a roll with one of these portents. It could be a roll you make, it could be a roll an enemy makes. So say an enemy gets a natural 20, you have a natural 1 saved up, you get the natural 1, bitch!
Yep.
We did this during the Gala of Innovation, and it was very fun. And you have done the gods of the Alloyed Pantheon a great service in not only
I
defending
just
the
got chills.
primordial current, but in pushing back the forces of the Shadow Court. They look kindly upon you and give their blessing.
As they look kindly upon us, Echinacea grabs one of their floating terrariums from the air. It holds a blue flower of Minri, and as the rift begins to close, just a little peek at the 2 goddesses remaining, they say, "Look at your sister."
They are beautiful, aren't they? Good luck, girls.
Incandescent. Good luck, girls.
She's very playful when it comes to her family, and that it reminds you a bit of yourself and Lazuli in that moment.
Echinacea's face falls.
And as the face falls, so does the rift. The Shadowfell rift within Mother's heart has been closed. Expertly done, everybody. Okay. All right.
Do you want the
Nicest.
numbers?
Yeah, give me the
Or the
numbers.
portent? Okay.
Make sure you
I
get.
rolled
I was just gonna say, make sure you guys have them written down for yourself as well.
Yeah.
Where could I put them down? Okay. I'm just gonna add to notes, and hopefully I don't forget.
Got 14, 16, and 7. That one's gonna be for you.
Help me.
The rest are for us.
Perfect.
I got a 17, a 9, and a 4.
Oh, okay, a couple for the baddies. Got it. All
I
right.
got a 9, 16, and 13.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Alrighty. You guys have now closed your third Shadowfell, or your third rift.
Oh yes, third.
Lockhinge, the Wavering Peaks, and here.
We didn't close Lockhinge.
That's right. We didn't close
We
Lockhinge.
enjoyed it.
That's what I was.
We
We kept it.
enjoyed it.
That was the Feywild Rift.
The
Which-
Feywild
That's
ones are
true.
just kind of a good time.
There's something. Oh God.
It's
Yeah.
interesting,
Echinacea
isn't
will
it?
share that with everyone. Actually,
Yeah.
as this rift closes, the corpse with whom we spoke. When I asked him about what rifts exist upon the plane of Aosha, he didn't mention any of the Feywild rifts.
What?
Either they are a part of Vamir's plan and the Shadow Court simply is ignorant of it, or they belong and are the work of someone else.
Interesting. Do you guys? Well, for whoever was there during the Gala of Innovation, do you all remember that creepy guy that had an interest in Lazuli?
Yes, Dr. Satosh.
No, not that one.
Oh God, there were so many. Which one?
The one that was telling the stories.
Kaylin says,
Oh.
Donahue.
Donahue, yeah. Wasn't he from the Feywild? And had kind of a weird interest in magic stuff and items, and I feel like it's the only
It's-
person that we've come across that makes my alarm bells ring in regards to failed Feywild rifts.
There's also Kervaith to consider.
Oh yeah, I mean that too.
You've also mentioned the Shadow Court, or not the Shadow Court, the Winter Court, which is in the Feywild, correct?
Severian, we are not opening these rifts to the Feywild. That would not serve our ends, and that wouldn't make any sense.
But our theory is that Kervaith is working with
Oh,
Vaymir.
was.
That was the theory,
We
right?
sort of shit on their plans at Savaholm.
Yeah. So why would, if the rifts were being opened up by Kervaith, why wouldn't Vaymir and the Shadow Court be privy to that information?
It's not clear to me that Vaymir isn't. What is
Oh.
clear is that this entity who knew about all of these Shadowfell rifts did not know about the Feywild rifts. And that's despite the fact that when we were in Iothalor and entities were using a Ragwar machine to open it, the way that they were described suggested that they were members of the Shadow Court. Either he was simply not privy to that action, or someone was posing as members of the Shadow Court.
I have no fucking poker
And-
face. Sorry. I gotta go away.
Damn.
And
Get
Kervaith's
out of here.
modus operandi is to frame everyone else, myself included, my husband included, Coaletra included.
Okay.
We don't have to.
I keep-
We don't have to figure it out today.
Well, I keep thinking about how and this is just me throwing spaghetti at the wall. What spaghetti? But You know how potentially destroying the primordial current could also be an anchor point for Vamir?
Yes.
And, if Curvaith and Vamir are working together, it also feels like you're mentioning this sort of like subterfuge, this constant back and forth and backstabbing that Curvaith operates under. And I'm trying to see how that could potentially tie back to all of this as well. I mean, it doesn't have to, but if there's one person that we've met that is wily recently that we're currently contending with, it's Ulma.
If
I don't know
Kervaith
who
is working with Ulma, then she's a fool. There is no ally of Kervaith's that he has not turned on. But maybe she's a fool.
I think it's more so than I think she may believe herself smart enough to deal with it.
Well, then she is a fool.
I mean, who was it? Was that Wit?
That was Silverian.
Silverian, yeah. Like, I think it was, I don't know if it was Wit or who said it, that Alma, maybe playing, seems to operate under kind of her own goals. Potentially would have played Glacia. Just worried now when we head into this. Best case scenario, she is not involved with Curvaith, and hopefully she doesn't have any sort of boon or whatever to do with it.
Well, Echinacea looks at Kalen and the sword he wields. We may have some sway with Kervaith should he show up tomorrow.
Okay. Let's get out of this place. More so the volcano.
All right. You all make your ascent. Flying of your own volition, or Vermithrax is able to venture upward with anybody who is not capable of flight.
As we do, Zia will also look over to oh man, I already forgot his name.
Conleth.
Conleth, and just nod in their direction, and, see themselves out.
Conleth watches as all of you leave, and as soon as you do, you just see that same, almost like hackles rising, but it almost looks as if his body becomes a steam vent. All of that heat that he was holding on to for the last hour or so, just completely exits him, as he just watches your departure. He doesn't nod back, but his eyes are on you the whole time. Okay. You all fly out in your own ways. I think Wit, Dolores, and Uldiel are on Vermithrax as you're sort of venturing out. Kalen's stepping on stars. Echinacea, I imagine you're flying. Zio, you can fly. Lucian's flying his prelude, giving him those golden draconic wings of Pelgond as he is flying upward. Casimir is clicking his boots, flying up. Asandro is shifted and is flying up. But you all move upward. And what you see around you is something that takes time and will be better aided by Isteris's magical capabilities, but what you see around you is the healing process beginning. You see the clouds above the black smog begin to dissipate as the sky begins to set, and you can see now it's almost evening. Well, it is evening. It's darker outside. But there's natural starlight peeking through, and the starlight is bright. As it looks downward, pinpricks igniting Bildeguatu as you see the shadows recede, moving up into the air until these pockets of black smog dissipate. You see greens begin to return to this patch of the island that has been covered in darkness for the last 60 years. You see Isteris standing at the bottom of Mother's Heart, and you see as he, still in his elk-like form, sort of leans down and does a bit of a regal bow, and the tips of his antlers hit the earth, and as it does, this verdant burst ignites out from him, and you see vines connected to his magical being spread through this space. Trees begin to bloom, flowers begin to ignite. This bioluminescent forest that has been dim for 6 decades is alight once more. Large fronds of pink hues creating light out in a space of about 20 feet. Big yellow, almost like sunflowers, in a patch near these stone graves and totems in remembrance of those who have gone, ignite this field. And you can see a lot of it's overgrown, a lot of it's still needing to be tended to, but Isteris is taking care of that. He's tending to the weeds and ensuring that this part of his garden can thrive once more. You see the darkness fading as color, life, and balance returns to this space.
Is it everything you hoped for, Zio?
It's a visual representation of what we're doing. It's exactly what it needs to be. What I hope is second to what is needed. But it's beautiful regardless. And I hope the rest of my people see it. And I hope they trust. I hope they trust in this message.
What about you, Dolores?
I think this is bigger than anything I've ever done. It's hard to fathom. How are you feeling? Is this something you've been working too much longer than I have? What about
I'm feeling grateful to be here. This place that is the home to both of you. It feels like the both of you. Now especially, Echinacea watches as the blooms unfurl closer and closer toward the volcano itself. It's alive. It's so alive.
Each of you make your way down to Isteris. Settle in for a long rest. We'll do some introductions next time with Vermithrax and everybody. But as we fade out from the party, What you all don't see are the collective people of the Scorched Isle moving to the shoreline. The people of Takul, blanketed by Iolus and his coral guard, move to the westernmost shoreline, and they see pinpricks of light begin to shine again. Gasps, tears, laughs. It is enough to inspire the people of Takul and the wider isles to dance in celebration, in appreciation, and in reverence of whatever aided Mother's Heart's healing. In the seat of the council, an emergency meeting is had as each of them sit in their high top building. It's spherical in nature, and they all sort of sit around and are able to look down on the entirety of the isle. They see those same pinpricks of light reflecting off of the glass-like ice atop the ocean. It's clear as day that something has changed. That something has shifted, and those who believe in the isle, in its people, smile and celebrate in the same way the people of the Scorched Isle all across each town and small settlement, they celebrate. And then there are others who see this as a threat. But a statement has been made. And that statement is clear. Healing is possible. And that's where we're going to end tonight's chapter of Known Realms, Tolesh. Nicely done, everybody. Whoa. Welcome back, everybody.
Yay!
Missed you guys.
Missed you guys. All right. Everybody can go ahead and take a long rest now.
Sleep.
Have that ready.
Spell slots.
Spell slot, yay. And before we head out for the night, let's go ahead and outro our players. Starting with Angie.
Hello, everybody. My name is Angie, Agonethetic on the internet. My pronouns are they, them, and I've been playing Zio Marino, he, they pronouns. You can find me at Agonethetic anywhere on, like I said, anywhere on the internet. Right now, you can check out The Last Arcanist over on Dicescape's YouTube. It is a Dagger Heart campaign that I will be part of. All of the origin stories are out, and I'm fairly sure the official first episode of Everyone at the Table should be releasing next week. Hopefully, if all goes well.
Soon!
Please go check us out. I can't wait for people to see our dynamics. All the characters are very fun.
Thank you so much, Angie. Next up,
Yeah.
Lou.
I'm new. I play Dolores. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at Luzelia_art on most social medias.
On most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them. Thank you for being here, Lou. Thank you for singing your dulcet tones as Dolores. And last but certainly not least, Button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media. I play Echinacea Belrose, who has a thing about teachers, unfortunately. And when I'm not here, you can find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions, where I play Cressida, who doesn't have a thing about teachers. And I play Sugar Pea, who kind of does. And I play Amanita, who has never been taught.
No brain cells.
Be unteachable!
No Unteachable!
Incredible. Hello, everybody. My name is Alec. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet. Tales Archived. I've been your Archivist here for No Realm Tolesh. When I'm not here, you can find me most consistently over at Stealthy Elf Productions. I play Finn Reese in Heroes of Hysteria Unearthed Inheritance, and then I play Rim in New World Rebellion. You're going to see that guy a little bit more coming up. On Wednesday, August 13th, you can see me on Just the Humans channel in a charity stream. I'm going to be playing an old curmudgeon-y badger who's not quite sure how to deal with having a new dragon companion. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then on August 21st, you can find me playing a sad superhero on Roll D5 in The Shadow of Glory.
Your brand!
My brand! And then every week you can catch us here every Sunday. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Hang on for a raid, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Goodbye!